Wise quotes of Plato. Only the dead have seen the end of war. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help and what they cannot. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. Death is not the worst that can happen to men. Desires are only the lack of something, and those who have the greatest desires are in a worse condition than those who have none or very slight ones. Ignorance, the root and the stem of every evil. No human thing is of serious importance. Thinking is the talking of the soul with itself. No evil can happen to a good man, either in life or after death. Everything that deceives may be said to enchant. The more the pleasures of the body fade away, the greater to me is the pleasure and charm of conversation. Many men are loved by their enemies, and hated by their friends, and other friends of their enemies, and the enemies of their friends. He whom love touches not walks in darkness. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. Life must be lived as play. Know thyself. It is impossible to improve the world if first the man does not improve. The greatest mistake in the treatment of diseases is that there are physicians for the body and physicians for the soul, although the two cannot be separated. Virtue is the desire of things honorable and the power of attaining them. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. There is in every one of us, even those who seem to be most moderate, a type of desire that is terrible, wild, and lawless. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. We do not act rightly because we are excellent. In fact, we achieve excellence by acting rightly. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Self-conquest is the greatest of victories. The wise man will want to be ever with him who is better than himself. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Nothing beautiful without struggle. Any man may easily do harm, but not every man can do good to another. Excessive liberty, whether it lies in state or individuals, seems only to pass into excess of slavery. He who wishes to serve his country must have not only the power to think, but the will to act. Wealth is the parent of luxury and indolence, and poverty of meanness and viciousness, and both of discontent. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. Fool can be identified by two things. He talks a lot about things useless to him, and says what he is not asked. Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. The right question is usually more important than the right answer. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. Don't force your children into your ways, for they were created for a time different from your own. The one who learns and doesn't practice is like the one who plows and never plants. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. The beginning is the most important part of the work. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. A good decision is based on knowledge and not on numbers. You can discover more about a person in an hour of play than in a year of conversation. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. We are twice armed if we fight with faith. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow.